Hello friends, welcome to MDCZ. In this video, I will do a spoiler-free review and a complete breakdown of the first episode of The Falcon and the Winter Soldier series. It's a pretty intense series. I'm gonna explain what is actually happening in the first episode. Also, I'm gonna tell you, is Steve Rogers dead or is he still alive? So, to know everything about the first episode of The Falcon and the Winter Soldier series, please watch the video till the end. But before we start this video, let me tell you guys, this video is available in 3 different languages, English, Hindi and Marathi. The other 2 video links are mentioned in the description below, so if you want then you can check it out, or you can just visit MDCZ channel playlist section. I categorized all the videos according to the languages and content type, so it will be very effortless for you to watch channel content in your preferred language. If you don't want to miss out on such daily Marvel and DC Universe related videos, then hit the subscribe button of the MDCZ channel and press the bell icon. Now without wasting your time, let's start this video. The first episode of the Falcon and the Winter Soldier series was damn good, especially the action sequences. The action sequences from this episode are superb. They have shown us the impact of endgame events on normal people and superheroes. Bucky is trying to adjust to his new life and Sam struggles with some financial family problems. This doesn't feel like any TV series, it felt like a complete MCU style movie which is divided into 6 parts just like Zack Snyder's Justice League movie. Overall, the first episode has lots of emotions and intense action. If you didn't watch the episode yet, then please go and watch it. Now let's start the breakdown. The show started with a great action sequence. Military official Captain Wassan was kidnapped by a terrorist organization named LAF. Sam's mission was to rescue Captain Wassan before terrorists crossed the border. Lieutenant Torres is helping Sam from the ground in this mission. The action sequence was pretty intense and badass. Sam successfully rescued Captain Wassan from the terrorists and also eliminated all the enemies. These terrorists and some other cults started taking advantage of post-endgame event chaos and making money out of it. There is one cult that was rising amongst these terrorists known as Flag Smasher. They are those people who think that the world during the blip is better than this new world. No country boundaries, all of them lives in one nation. And lots of people support that. That's why they are spreading chaos all over the country. Lieutenant Torres explained this to Sam. Sam told him to keep an eye on these group members and inform him if anything is serious. Now, a lot of you must have a question about Steve Rogers. Is he dead or alive? Let me tell you guys, the old Steve Rogers is still alive. He is just retired. If Steve was really dead, then MCU would have given him a better funeral just like they gave to Tony Stark. Steve Rogers was a big entity for MCU, so they can't just show him dead like that. On the other hand, while giving a speech about Steve Rogers, aka Captain America, to the people, Sam handed over the Cap's shield. The reason behind Sam giving up that shield is he didn't feel like it belongs to him. From the beginning, he thought that the shield does not belong to him, it only belongs to Steve Rogers. No one else is capable of holding that shield except Steve. And that's the only reason he gave up that shield, so it will be safeguarded and taken as a memory of Steve Rogers. Rhodey also asked Sam why didn't he accept Cap's shield. Sam told Rhodey that he gave up that shield because it only belongs to Steve. While talking with Sam, Rhodey said that world has changed now and their allies are turned into enemies. Falcon and the Winter Soldier events take place after the WandaVision event. So, some fans think that Rhodey was referring to Wanda here, who turned as an enemy, but I strongly don't believe that. I think here Rhodey is talking about some other allies. Later on, we saw some flashback events of Bucky where he was manipulated by Hydra and killing some people for them. He also killed a boy during that operation, I'll explain that later. Bucky was having nightmares of his past actions. He was in a therapy. The government cleared him for his past crimes on one condition, and that is these therapy sessions. They wanted to be sure that Bucky is no longer a Hydra puppet. Bucky isn't socializing with people, he is lonely. He even ignored Sam's messages. Bucky spent almost 90 years of his life fighting, and he had a peace only for a short time when he was in a Wakanda. So he was struggling to adjust himself to this new life after Endgame. But now he is on a mission where he is helping the government to capture some old Hydra members. In the past, when he was a Winter Soldier controlled by Hydra, Bucky killed a boy who I mentioned before in this breakdown. The father of that boy was Yori. The old man was emotionally broken after the death of his son. Bucky was feeling so bad about that. He even wanted to confess to Yori, but he couldn't do that. We also saw Yori set up a date for Bucky, which later Bucky left in the middle and went to Yori to confess what he did, but he failed them. We also saw Sam wanted to keep their family vote, but because of the financial issues, Sam's sister didn't want that. Sam had no income in the last 5 years because he was vanished in the blip, and that's why no bank has granted their loan application for that. The blip had a major impact on the life of both normal people and superheroes. On the other hand, during the investigation, Torres found the Flag Smashers group and their ongoing operation. He tried to stop them, but the group leader was so strong, just like the super soldiers. When Sam knew about it, he realized that this is bigger than he thought. Later, we saw the government introduced US agent as a new Captain America and handed him over Steve's shield. Sam didn't like that at all. He only gave up that shield because he thought it only belongs to Steve. And here, the first episode ends. My short theory based on the first episode is that after realizing the threat of the super soldiers of Flag Smashers group, Sam and Bucky are gonna team up to fight against them and to stop them. I think soon, the US agent who is now a new Captain America will go evil. That's why later in this series, Sam and Bucky will take back that shield from him. At one point, they might figure out that someone is creating super soldiers by experimenting on people. The government will provide an extra hand for Sam and Bucky, who is gonna be Baron Zemo, to stop those who are the mastermind behind all the chaos. I think Zemo will help them in the beginning, but at the end of the series after the mission's completion, he will turn against both Sam and Bucky. Right now, we literally have nothing to guess the story. In the first episode, they only showed us how post-Endgame events affected others' lives, and the real action will begin from the second episode. That's why Marvel Studios only gave early access to the first episode to critics, just like WandaVision. Let me know what you guys think about it in the comment section below. If you love this breakdown, please hit the like button and share this with other Marvel fans. If you don't want to miss out such Marvel and DC related daily videos, then hit the subscribe button of the MDCZ channel and press the bell icon. Now I'll see you in the next video. Till then, do whatever you want to do guys, just be safe, don't hurt anyone and be happy.